Okay, so let's talk about the more than one body involved, because this is really critical. So every woman has the right to choose what she does with her own body. Well, first of all, and it depends on what year this is and how many abortions there were that year, but about half of all aborted children, of course, are females. Other half are males. And so in a given year, say there's over 500,000 females that don't have the right to choose what's done, probably reword that, what's done with their own bodies. In other words, half the time a child's life is taken, that child is female, which means every single one of those females had someone else choose what to do with their bodies. Isn't that, even on the face of that, isn't that a pretty strong point? Strong argument? And again, the fact that cumulatively, any one of these points, I think is a strong point. Put them all together, and it just seems like it's overwhelming, and yet, we find ourselves in the situation that we're in. So Mortimer Adler, who wrote tons of books on tons of subjects, said that the unborn is, quote, a part of the mother's body in the same sense that an individual's arm or leg is a part of a living organism. An individual's decision, still Adler speaking, to have an arm or leg amputated falls within the sphere of privacy, the freedom to do as one pleases in all matters that do not injure others or the public welfare. Well, is there another injured by the abortion? Well, yeah. A body part is defined by the common genetic code it shares with all the rest of the body. I mean, really, what constitutes a body part? Well, we know, because we can physically see, that my hand is a part of my body. But there's even a technical scientific definition. You know, the genetic code, the DNA, shows that even if my hand was cut off from my body and my hand was found somewhere, it can be proven to be my hand because it has my DNA. It's not simply that I have a hand missing and it looks like it might fit the description. It's my blood type, it's my DNA that's in it. Every cell of the body screams, of the hand screams, this belongs to this body. That's just the way it is. So they all share the same genetic code. Every single cell of the mother's body, of every part of a mother's body, it has the same genetic code. So if you're talking with a pro-choice person, you can even ask them, are you familiar with this, DNA and how it works? Would you agree that every part of every human being's body has the same DNA? Yes. Well, they'll agree. If they know anything, they'll agree, unless they see where you're going. Every cell of the unborn child's body parts has a different, unique genetic code that's not the same as a mother's. Now, it's derivative of a combination of the moms and the dads, but it's different from each. So it's not that there's nothing that's even like the mom, but it's that it distinctly is not the mother. It's a biological fact. It's scientific fact. This is not a part of her body. The mother and child are distinct, they're self-contained persons. All right, so this is how you can argue this, and when I say argue, you know what I mean. I'm not talking about having a bad, hostile attitude. I'm talking about making an argument. So when you're talking with people, you're making an argument. One of the things that I point out to people is, okay, you are saying this child is a part of the mom's. Well, I'm not going to call it a child. Okay, but the fetus, whatever, is just a part of the mother's body. All right? Okay, well, then let's be consistent with this. Then what you're saying, whenever you have a pregnant woman, is that she has 4 eyes, 4 ears, 2 noses, 2 mouths, and half the time she has male sex organs. Right? Because if this unborn male child is a part of her body, then those are her sex organs. Except they're not. They can't be. And those eyes are not her eyes. And the nose is not her nose. And the ears are not her ears. And we all know this to be true. How do you argue with that? Now you can argue, oh yeah, but those are what? What argument do you make? You know, you can say, that unborn person who is an individual with the own unique DNA does not have as much right to live as the mom does. All right, make your case. But don't say it's a part of the mother's body. It's not. To be located somewhere is not the same as being part of somewhere. We are located in a building right now, but we are not part of this building. Correct? Location does not constitute identity with the thing. So the old a cat jumps in the oven, a dog goes into the garage, you know, it's not part of the place that it is.